The skies over Eastern Europe are tense, but this week that tension turned dangerous. An American MQ-25 Stingray drone malfunctioned near the Polish-Russian border, close to Kaliningrad. This isn't just any border, it's the front line between NATO and Russia. The incident, still cloaked in secrecy, sent shockwaves from Moscow to Washington. Official reports spoke of a navigational anomaly and a controlled descent. But Polish military sources describe a drone that went rogue, veering toward Russian airspace. For a moment, the world held its breath as the potential for direct confrontation became terrifyingly real. The Kremlin's reaction was swift. Russian media called it a deliberate provocation, an act of American aggression. Russia released radar footage, claiming their jets intercepted a hostile target. Their message: the West is testing Russia's limits. This single event has escalated tensions more than months of diplomacy. It exposes the risks of deploying advanced, autonomous military hardware in such a volatile region. A software bug or signal loss can now have consequences once only imagined in war games. The shadow of that lone drone now looms large over Eastern Europe. It's a stark reminder of how quickly the balance of power can be upended. The peace of a continent hung in the balance at 30,000 feet. The world is on notice. The incident highlights the fragility of the current geopolitical standoff. The MQ-25's malfunction is a warning. The edge is closer than we think. The MQ-25 Stingray is more than a drone. It's a marvel of engineering, built for autonomous aerial refueling. Its stealth design and advanced sensors make it a powerful surveillance tool, not just a flying gas station. Deployed near Russia's borders, it marks a strategic shift for NATO. Its presence allows for persistent surveillance and extended patrols, a game-changer for the alliance. For the Pentagon, it's a support aircraft. For the Kremlin, a sophisticated spy plane. Its dual-use nature makes the incident explosive. The MQ-25 is a symbol of American technological superiority on Russia's doorstep. Its near incursion is seen as a direct challenge. The incident happened at one of the world's most sensitive borders, Poland and the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad. This is the Suwalki Gap, NATO's vulnerable land link to the Baltic states. Kaliningrad is a fortress, bristling with S-400 air defenses and Iskander missiles. From here, Russia can threaten NATO assets and control the Baltic skies. For Poland, proximity to Russia is an existential concern. The MQ-25's flight path was a direct test of NATO's Eastern Shield. Flying a high-tech drone here is a powerful statement. NATO's commitment, America's edge, but also a dangerous provocation. The region is a tripwire for a larger conflict. Overlapping defenses and hair-trigger alerts mean a single mistake can have catastrophic consequences. The MQ-25 incident tripped that wire. The stakes have never been higher. The border is more than a line. It's a shield under siege. Russia's response was calculated outrage, not panic. The Kremlin's propaganda machine called it brazen American espionage and a violation of international norms. Russian officials demanded explanations and apologies, turning the incident into a performance. Militarily, Russia claims it scrambled jets to escort the drone away, showing strength to its people and sending a warning to NATO. Releasing radar footage, authentic or not, anchored their narrative of American aggression. Diplomatically, Moscow will use this to portray the US as reckless, trying to divide NATO. This is classic Russian strategy, turning a mishap into a diplomatic weapon. The incident may be used to justify further militarization of Kaliningrad and increased probing of NATO airspace. Each side's response risks a dangerous cycle of escalation. The Kremlin's outrage is about more than one drone. It's about shaping the next phase of confrontation. Russia is setting the stage for future standoffs. The world is watching how the West responds. The stakes are not just regional, they're global. The MQ-25 incident is now a tool in Russia's playbook. The confrontation is far from over. Experts call this a classic gray zone incident, not war, but far from accidental. Russia will exploit it to justify aggression and sow discord within NATO. The US must stay united, transparent, and avoid taking the bait. Analysts suggest the drone's malfunction could be due to Russian electronic warfare, reframing the event as a covert attack. For Putin, the incident is a gift, fuel for his narrative of a besieged Russia. The truth matters less than perception. De-escalation is crucial, but showing weakness is dangerous. Quiet, firm diplomacy is the best path. Clarify the malfunction, reinforce NATO's commitment, and prevent escalation. The incident is a delicate balancing act. Reassure allies, inform adversaries, and avoid crisis. The world must tread carefully. The next move matters most. The Kaliningrad region is one of the world's most militarized zones. Russia fields dozens of S-400 launchers and Iskander missiles, threatening much of Europe. NATO counters with multinational battle groups, thousands of troops, and advanced fighter jets in Poland and the Baltics. Russia's Baltic fleet, with modern warships and cruise missiles, dominates the sea. NATO navies and patrol aircraft have ramped up activity in response. Both sides are investing heavily in unmanned systems, over $10 billion in the US alone for drones like the MQ-25. Russia is rapidly expanding its own drone fleet. The numbers reveal a relentless military buildup. The MQ-25 incident was just the spark in a powder keg. The arms race is accelerating. The immediate crisis is over, but the aftershocks will last. Trust in military deconfliction is shattered. Every radar blip now raises alarms. The risk of miscalculation has grown. Both NATO and Russia will use the incident to justify more troops and weapons. The arms race in Eastern Europe will intensify. The incident is a warning about the dangers of automated warfare and AI on the battlefield. A single line of code could spark a conflict. The world must demand restraint and cool heads from its leaders. The shadow of the Stingray is a reminder. Peace is fragile, and the edge is near. The future of conflict may already be here.